Hi, we're here at Davis & Crump with Trevor Rockstad. And Trevor, how long have you been with Davis & Crump?
I've been with Davis & Crump for 4 years now.
And what types of cases do you handle here at Davis & Crump?
I handle primarily defective drug and medical device cases. I get into some other product liability cases every now and then. Handle some car wreck cases and truck accident cases and do a little bit of everything, but primarily I do pharmaceutical cases.
Tell us something about one of your more interesting cases.
Probably the most interesting case we have is the Skechers ShapeUps Case. It's a case involving a tennis shoe that is designed in a way that causes increased instability for the user, and it's caused some pretty significant injuries to people who purchased the shoe. It was promised that the shoe would tone people's legs and get them in shape without really going to the gym. And of course that didn't happen. That wasn't true. And at the same time it caused some pretty serious injuries to people. So it's been fun to work on that and to try to help get compensation for those folks.
Who are some of the companies that you have pursued cases against?
A lot of pharmaceutical companies, Pfizer, Merck, Bayer is one that we've had some cases against. I mentioned the ShapeUps litigation. That's Skechers is the company there, and Bard is a medical device manufacturer. We've had a couple different litigations against.
Where have you handled cases at Davis & Crump?
Well, the way our practice is structured, we handle cases all over the country. We have clients from every one of the 50 states, and that takes us all over the country. Our actual litigations are based in federal court in different jurisdictions all over the country, and we do quite a bit of practice in different state court venues. One that I do a lot of work in is California State Court. I am licensed in California, and that's given me an opportunity to go out there and work quite a bit on different litigations.
If someone you knew was considering hiring your firm, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that our firm really does have a lot of experience in the areas that we practice in, specifically pharmaceutical and medical device litigation. Our firm has decades of combined experience, and we really do know what we're doing. And I would advise anyone that I knew to go ahead and pick Davis & Crump, because we really do know what we're doing.
If you had to make one recommendation to a potential client, what would it be?
Well, anyone who's been injured by a product or by the wrongful conduct of somebody, I would advise them to hire a lawyer and seek compensation. I think that a lot of times people think that they either don't have a right to compensation, or that it's not right for them to pursue a lawsuit against somebody else for their injuries. But really, it's just like a crime. When someone commits a crime, they should be prosecuted. When someone injures somebody else through their wrongful conduct, they should have to pay for it. And so I would really encourage somebody to hire a lawyer and pursue a lawsuit, because that's the only way you're going to get compensation.
What can a client generally expect about being kept informed about their case?
We try to do a really good job at keeping our clients informed. We send out status letters periodically. We try to do it every few months, and those status letters just give our clients a general idea of what's going on in the litigation. It might tell them about any important rulings that have occurred, any changes in the litigation, any settlement talks that we've had with the defendants. So we try to send those out regularly. We also have a very dedicated staff who's willing to talk to our clients every day if necessary, to answer any questions they have about the litigation or about their case. And we, as the attorneys here, take time out of our days regularly to talk to our clients, and really it's our goal to make sure that our clients are well informed about their case.
Some potential clients are concerned they cannot afford to pay a lawyer for helping them. What advice would you give them?
Well, first I would tell them that our contract for services is one that involves a contingency fee arrangement. A contingency fee means that we only recover a fee in an individual case if we can recover some compensation for that person. So if Jane Doe calls us and wants representation, we will represent Jane Doe without any upfront cost to her. At no point during the litigation will we ask for any money from Jane Doe until we can either take her case successfully to trial and obtain a verdict, or until we can settle her case and get some money for her. At that point, we will recover our fee, and only at that point. So unless we can recover money for any individual client, there's no cost to them.
How long does it take to conclude the typical defective drug or medical device case?
These cases can take a long time. They can range from 1 to 3, sometimes even 4 or 5 years, depending on the facts of the case, depending on the defendant. Different defendants will drag these cases out a little bit longer than others. What we ask for from our clients is patience. We ask them to understand that these are very complicated and complex cases that require some care in the litigation. They require us to take our time and to pursue these properly instead of quickly.
Thanks, Trevor. It was a pleasure talking with you today.
Thank you. It was nice talking with you too.